We'll leave it there. Sunil, thanks very much. Good speaking with you and good luck. Speak with you soon again. Well, the market is, up 34 on the Nifty. Broader markets are seeing some pressure, but I have to say that advance decline sort of converged 1:1, advances to declines ratio, but the gap has opened up again with advances outnumbering declines. So yes, there is damage in broader markets, but on an overall basis, there are more stocks which are higher than they are lower. PSU banks is still a very strong part of the market, and that's something to note. Varun Beverages has seen a pretty sharp move. It's up 4% now. DMart, some of the stuff which is moving up. DMart was not there in the morning, but big volumes. It's up 3%. Hoodco is a smaller name, but 5% higher. APL Apollo is up 3.5%. So lots of stuff doing well. Skipper Limited, that's 4%. It saw a very large move yesterday, Skipper, and that continues this morning. DCB Bank is up about 3.5% as well. Ease My Trip is the top gainer, led by volumes. It's up 11%, of course. We had the management with us earlier pre-market. On to our special segment, Charting Trends. Mitessh Thakkar is now joining us to help set up slightly medium to longer-term setups for the market. We'll get stock-specific as well with Mitessh. But Mitessh, to start with, the Nifty and the Bank Nifty, the benchmark broader indices, with a slightly medium-term kind of view, how are things looking?
Good morning, Prashant. I think, we were quite optimistic a few days back that the Nifty eventually will clear this range of 18,300 to over 18,500 till, I think, on one of these days, we got a signal of reversal on the intraday charts. Now, we are mainly looking at the longer-term picture. If you look at the movement since October of 2021, which is nearly about a year and a month back, we have had about 4 or 5 attempts between this range of about 18,300 to 18,550. I think traders will also remember that level. Now it becomes a very clearly established resistance. So I think for the next bull move to happen, the Nifty should capture this 18,350, 550 zones decisively. Once that happens, 20,000 becomes the next minimum logical target, and then we can even look at higher levels. But if that fails to happen, then I think we might be in this choppy range, be in this volatile range, this being established as the upper end of the range. 17,800 is the immediate support area on the medium to longer term charts. As long as that is holding, there's always a chance of a breakout. But if that breaks, then I think it's back to 17,000 to about 18,500, that 1,500 point kind of a range.
So this 18,000... Sorry, I just want to follow up here. On this 18,300 level, you said that once that's taken out, then we'll move higher. If that is taken out, then where do you see the leaders emerge from in terms of individual stocks? Okay, just hold on for a second, just 1 second, Mitessh. That's the new listing, a fabulous one, Mitessh Thakkar, or however you pronounce it, 32% higher now. That's the premium at which it has listed. The issue price was 587, was expected to be a good listing this time around. So that's a very, very strong listing there. We'll get to that in a bit, more on that stock. But Mitessh, my question to you was, if we do manage to get above this 18,300 hurdle, which are the leaders of the rally?
I think that might invite a few new leaders, apart from the fact that the banking space remains very strong, and stocks like Axis, ICICI are leading from the front in the private sector space, while SBI, Canara Bank, etc. are doing well in the PSU bank space, and the entire PSU bank space does look extremely attractive on the medium to longer term charts. Despite the fact that they've rallied by about nearly 30-35% in the last 5 to 6 weeks, I think there's still clearly signals of more upsides being left. So the clients would be buying opportunities. But that apart, I think what could come back into rotation would be stocks like Reliance. I think Reliance has seen a major consolidation happening for now about a year and a half. And overall, I think, once it starts getting above these levels of 2,700, 2,720, then I think Reliance would look at possibly retesting, not only retesting, but clearing the earlier highs of 2,800 and heading towards 3,200 plus levels. Telecom, I think the other stock which is competition to Reliance is Bharti, looks extremely strong. The auto names could come back into picture, predominantly the two-wheeler ones, which is your TVS Motors, etc., TVS and Escorts, etc. And I think they will make new highs. But that apart, I think, the big action is still happening in the mid-cap and the broader markets. I spoke about PSU banks, but stocks which are new listings like the rail stocks are looking very good. The battery makers like Exide and Amara Raja looks extremely good on the long-term chart. So maybe some sectoral rotation will happen, with IT also playing its part on the upside.
Okay, all right. Mitessh, we have taken note of some of that. Amara Raja is what we discussed as well. Mitessh, but what's not looking too good on the charts? What could see a bit of a downtrend?
Nigel, FMCG is something, which is a divided space because I have a very positive view on Britannia. But that apart, the majority of the FMCG sector looks like, going to some kind of correction, particularly the footwear ones, both Bata and Relaxo. If you were to look at the longer term charts, there is clear loss of momentum. They've already started making this lower highs and lower lows formation on the daily and the weekly basis, and clearly suggesting that the stocks on the longer term basis have entered into a corrective phase. Similarly, there have been breakdowns in charts of Marico as well as Jubilant Foods. So I think that's one area which is of concern. But since it does not enjoy a very significant weightage in the Nifty, I think the Nifty might still do well despite some of the FMCG names lagging in the markets.
All right, Mitessh, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate you joining in, as always, here on the program.